Hi, my name is Ollie from Electra-Zoom. I'm going to run you through the various P settings in the sub-menu on the JIVR electric scooter. This isn't unique to the JIVR, so it applies to a couple of other models out there, so a couple of the Rileys, Decents, and other variants that share the same platform as the JIVR. You'll all be familiar with this screen. We've got the various rider modes, which you can change with the mode button at the top here. This effectively changes the top speed of the scooter. So we've got the normal mode, middle mode with the D, and the D in red for the top mode, which give you the highest top speed. But we can go a bit further and go into the P settings. So we're pressing down on both the power button and the mode button at the top here. Hold for a couple of seconds, and you'll see it says P0. This is where we can change a couple of parameters. So P0 we can change from miles an hour to kilometers an hour, so that will change the display speed. Enter that by pressing the power button. We've only got 1 or 0. So 0 is kilometers, 1 is miles an hour. So you can set that to your preference. To exit the menu, just press the power button and then press the mode button to go to the next P setting. Next up, we've got P1, which is the cruise control setting. This is normally not activated when you first get the scooter, but you can choose to activate that in the P settings here. So you've got P1 on the display screen. Press the power button and you can cycle through. 0 is off and 1 is on. You want to make sure you're aware if you've got that on, but obviously when you hold the throttle down, normally about 5 seconds in the same position, you'll hear a beep and then the cruise control will take over. So even if you come off the throttle, the scooter will keep going, so just bear that in mind. You can deactivate the cruise control while you're riding by either flipping the throttle or by squeezing the brake, and that'll deactivate there. Next up, we got P2. This enables the 0 start. So when you first get the scooter, you'll notice when you press the power button, the scooter won't go anywhere. It's a little safety parameter, so the scooter does have to be doing just above 3 kilometers an hour before the power will engage. It's quite a good safety feature, but if you want, you can disable that within the P settings. So go to P2, enter there. You should initially see 1 as the setting, as this means the safety feature is activated. But if you wanted, you can cycle through and set that to 0. Be aware, when this is set to 0, when you press the throttle down, the scooter will go. So even if you've got the scooter here in the standing position, accidentally leaning on the throttle, it will lurch forward. It's especially noticeable if you've got no weight on the scooter, as it will lurch forward quite quickly. So you just want to bear that in mind. But if you want, you can adjust that in the P settings. Next up is P3. It's a setting you probably won't need, so we recommend leaving it as it is, but it does change the diameter size of the tyres. This will just affect the speedo and how it registers the speed. It should be set to 10 for the 10-inch tyres. There is a subsetting for 85 for a slightly different tyre size. Obviously, if you change your tyres, then you can change that. We recommend leaving that at 10. The final setting is P4, which enables you to change the speed settings on the scooter. If we enter that, we can currently see it's saying FF. Now that's the top speed mode of the scooter. That'll enable the scooter to do 22 miles an hour, 35 kph. If we cycle through, we've got 20, that's kilometers per hour, 25, or the top, which is FF, 35 kilometers an hour, 22 mph. So you can preset that however you like. That'll only be apparent in the top D mode, so you'll only notice that when you're in the D mode. It won't affect the other modes. To leave the P setting menu, you can either turn the scooter off or press and hold the power and mode button, just as you did to enter the P settings. I'll go back to the original display screen. Obviously, you want to check things once you've made any changes, so check if you've got the 0 start engaged, cruise control, whether you've got miles an hour or kilometers, and also if you've adjusted any of the speed settings. If you want to check if you've changed the speed setting to your preference, you can always do that inside as well. Make sure you're in a safe environment. Now, if you've got the safety start feature on, you will need to give the scooter a bit of a push and then lift the front wheel up so it's moving. In our case, as we've got it on the 0 start, just need to lift that off the ground a little bit, make sure it is clear, make sure it's in the top D mode, and accelerate, and we'll see here it's saying about 35 kph. And if you want to check if the cruise control's on or off, just hold it in that position for about 5 or so seconds. You should hear it beep, and then you'll know if the cruise control's on or off. Hopefully you found the video useful. It gives you a pretty clear guide to the various P settings on the JIVR and other similar scooters. It's pretty straightforward. A lot of the time you'll be able to preset them to your preferences and leave them. You shouldn't really need to access them again. If there's anything more you'd like to know, just drop a comment below and we'll hopefully be able to help you out.